just following up on Afghanistan,
Sure.
people traveling there, the LA Times has a story saying that a group of students and their parents are in Afghanistan. Do you have any more information on that, or is that a...
I do not. Who have recently traveled into Afghanistan?
Who are apparently stranded in Afghanistan after having traveled there. I don't know for certain that this is a
I certainly
story.
don't have additional information on that. I know, as our Secretary of State just noted, when he went through a thorough summary of American citizens and our contacts and our focus over the last several days, he gave an update. I'm happy to take their information if there's something more detailed you have.
Terrific. And then just on another issue, on the Fed, we're all waiting for some news about Fed appointments. Can you give us any kind of a timeline for a decision on that? Is there any? Can you give us any guidance on?
I don't have any guidance for you on the timeline.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Just
yeah,
real quick.
go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, on Afghanistan, and we just heard from Anthony Blinken that 45 to 46% of those evacuated have been women.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of consternation about the plight of Afghan women going forward. I know this is an issue of concern to you as well, but can you say what provisions you're making to ensure that women are actually sort of an equal part of that population that is being evacuated, and it's not quite representative for the population?
Sure. Well, I know that our Secretary of State spoke to this just a few minutes ago. But what I can reiterate or add to, I suppose, is one, we are going to continue to work with the United Nations and our allies and partners around the world to continue to provide humanitarian assistance and a range of assistance to Afghanistan, even when we don't have a presence on the ground. There are also messages we've made clear to the Taliban, and I think that Secretary Blinken also reiterated this about what our expectations are and what the global community expects once we depart Afghanistan. I don't have additional details beyond that, but I will tell you that our commitment to the incredibly brave women and leaders and population in Afghanistan that has fought alongside us, that has bravely stood up, does not change, does not diminish, even after our military is departing from the ground. Yeah.
Anthony Blinken today gave us numbers for the numbers of Americans that are believed to still be in Afghanistan. But yesterday, during a briefing, we asked questions about how many Afghans and Americans have arrived in the United States. And
I provided details on Americans yesterday.
But not on the number of Afghans that have arrived at these military bases. Do you have a specific breakdown on the numbers of people
well,
that
first,
are coming in?
I confirmed yesterday that it was 4,000 Americans who'd been evacuated. Obviously, that number increased, and the Secretary of State gave an updated number this morning. I would remind you that the U.S. military is overseeing the evacuation of individuals out of Afghanistan, and the State Department oversees the visa processing. Hence, the update was provided by the Secretary of State. During his briefing that he just gave, he also noted that he would work to provide additional numbers of Afghans. But I would note, since we provided a detailed number of Americans, and we have also provided on a day-to-day basis, twice a day, the numbers of people coming out, the vast majority of those are Afghans by numbers. Go ahead.